past, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Dala Damvara Zebe Da Nubara Zebe Ge Arba Dam Damje Jimbala Barda Yubara Zeba Damje Je Zor Zeb Mananga Dan Yambe Zemje Damje Dewa Dande Dungara Danjara Nyorde Lana Meba Yanda Bara Zobe Zanj Rumboje Do Baraza thus, unto achieve enlightenment, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and until death, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time tomorrow, I perform virtuous deeds with the body, speech, and mind. We take refuge in the Kandaru Lama and the lineage Lamas. We take refuge in the deity of the mandalas of Yadam. We take refuge in all the exalted Buddhas. We take refuge in the perfect Dharma. We take refuge in the excellent order of the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dakas, the Dakinis, and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas. I take refuge in the Dharma and likewise in the example of Bodhisattvas. As previous Buddhas embodied enlightened mind and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path are true for the benefit of all sentient beings, giving birth to bodhicitta, and apply myself to accomplish the stage of the path. In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, most excellent, I take refuge until enlightenment is reached. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings, boundless as the sky, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they never be suffered from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May the rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. So we go to page 7. The prayer is recalling to the quality of the three jivas. Homage to omniscience one. Thus the Buddha, the transcending, accomplished conqueror, the Tathagata who has attained suchness, the Arhat who has conquered all force, is a perfectly and completely enlightened Buddha, endowed with insight and worthy of reverence. The Sugata who has reached the state of bliss, the knower of all the entire world, the guide and the timing of beings, the unsurpassable one, the teacher of gods and humans, the Buddha Bhagavate, the Tathagata is in the harmony with all merit. He does not waste the source of virtue. He is fully adorned with patience. He is the foundation of the treasure of merit. He is ornamented with the excellent manner and marks. He is the full blossoming of the major marks. His activity is timely and fitting. Seeing him, there is nothing displeasing. He brings true joy to those who have faith. His insight overwhelms all its splendor. His powers are invincible. He is the teacher of all sentient beings. He is the father of all the Bodhisattvas. He is the sovereign of all the noble ones. He is the guide who leads beings to the city of Nirvana. He has miraculously wisdom. He possesses inconceivable faultlessness. His speech is utterly pure. His tongues are melodious. One can never have enough of looking at him. His form is without compassion. He is unsullied by the realm of desire. He is quite unsullied by the realm of form. He is not caught up in the formless realm. He is completely liberated from suffering. He is totally liberated from the aggregates. He is not possessed with the constituents of ordinary experience. He is in control of the sense spheres. He has cut right through the knots. He is completely liberated from the torment. He is free from curving. He has crossed over the river. He is perfectly in all the wisdom. He abides in the wisdom of all the Buddhas of past, present, and future. He does not dwell in nirvana. He abides in perfect finality. He remains on the level where he sees all sentient beings. All these are the authentic and the supreme quality of the embodiment of the Buddha. The sacred Dharma is good at the beginning, good in the middle, and good at the end. It is excellent in meaning, excellent in words and syllables. It is distinctive. It is totally complete. It is utterly pure. It is completely purified. The Buddha teaches the Dharma perfectly. It brings unerring vision. It is without affliction. It is one constant and always timely. It is trustworthy when applied. Seeing it fulfill one's purpose. The wise can validate it throughout their own awareness. The Dharma taught by the Buddha relies entirely on taming the mind. It is truly delivering. It is causes one to arrive at perfect enlightenment. It is without contradiction. It is all-embracing. It is constant. It is the cessation of all the uncertainty. As for the Sangha of great vehicle, they enter truly, they enter the awareness. They enter straightforwardly, they enter harmoniously. They are worthy of veneration with the palms joined together. They are worthy of receiving postrations. They are glorious fields of merit. Offering to them bring great purification. They are an object of generosity. They are in everywhere the great object of generosity. The Lord who possesses great kindness, the omniscient teacher, the source of all king of merit and virtue, apostate to the Tathagata, pure, the cause of freedom from possession, virtuous, liberate from the lower realms. This alone is the supreme atomic truth. Apostate to the Dharma, which is peace, are having been liberated, they show the path to liberation. They are fully dedicated to the disciplines. Are holy fields of merit, adorned with noble qualities. Apostate to the Sangha, apostate to Buddha, the leader, apostate to Dharma, the protector, apostate to the Sangha, the community, apostate respectfully and always to these three. The Buddha's virtues are inconceivable. The Dharma's virtues are inconceivable. The Sangha's virtues are inconceivable. Having faith in this inconceivable, therefore the fruition is inconceivable. May I be born in a completely pure land. Okay, so can you hear noise okay?
We can hear well, your voice is clear, but your video is fuzzy. And I don't know why, because the Anis, I'm looking at their video, it's perfect. No problems. So some things.
Okay, so just maybe put in the glories, then that helps. Just all the showing together, we do everybody, not spotlight.
Well, we have to move the spotlight, yeah.
Okay.
We need to have the spotlight on.
So now we go to page 28. Page 28 is Heart Sutra. So Heart Sutra, I do the first transmission, and then we practice and I share the teaching. Heart Sutra. Chom din de ma shira ja parada simbo na san jame shira parasa ma jim anga nanga ngo nye susura ra ye ji wa de san jame yola san solo jaga ga da banga va de dan ja para ma da reda ya pu ga da jim din ma shira ja parada simbo ni bo Apoji go jumne ma shira jabar da simbala san salon de da ite bate jena jumne de jabar sa ko la kolon gene jimoda san ji sama gene jimoda da je de yode de jumne de sama na shi sa wa ji jena je de da ni ba ji so yang de za san sama sama jo ba jena sama shira jabar da sama jo ni na ma da je mo ngo da ra ni dong ma number da wo de ni san ji je de shira be san ji sama sama jo ba jena sama de je ne so ro jabar jo ba la shira jabar da sama je ba jo ba de je da la bar sa de ni ba da san sama sama jo ba jena sama sama shira kolon de je ne so shira be jabar jo ba la shira jabar da sama je ba jo ba de da na bar da bar sa de pombo nga ba da la ra ni 도마니 한다 바지다 와서 도마니 조조조 도마니 지마이노 도마니 조조 이마이노 대진도 들어와던 대지단 대지단 넘버 지바나 도마 오셔를 베다나 제담지 도마니 대세니 메바 마지 바망가 바르마 메바르마 다라와르마 메바가 메바 오셔를 베다 도마니 라좀 서로미 대지메 대제나메 나바르 제바메 메메 나와메 나메 제메 메 예미 조미 다메 제메 로메 리자메 시미 도메가 감가네 이제 감에 이제 나바르 지바가니 바르미도 마라베메 마레베 자바마니가 제메가 제베 바르다 예미도 대진도 동하와다 겐조와던 고바다 라미 시미 도바마다 바예미도 셔를 베다나 산이 소만나 도바메 베서 Shiraja Parada Samandala Tini, the Sam the Drabami, Betabami, the single on the Shin, the Benyan, the Tarsin, the number you was on the Shiraja Parada Samandala, Lanamaya, the Bazasan, the Bazasan, so they don't the Shiraja Parada Samanga, Bajimana, and Naman, the Versavanga, the Josavanga, the Barshivas, the Shiraja Parada Samanga, but the Adam Gating, the Parang, the Parasanga, both they are so high, Shiraja is so much about the Shiraja Parada Samala, the Region, the Region, the Sun is so much about the Generation, Laiso, she was in Laiso, the Jena, the Jabba, the Jenda, the Darjuja, but the Jenda, Shiraja Parada Simbala. Barsa de Jibana Jis Yaram, Jumne, Jagasan, and Bajarabata. Sanjo Zamba, Samba, Jimo, Baba, General, Sudan, the Mancord, the Lama, that is a Jimmy, the Yara, the Jumne, the Jasomalang, the Jumne, the Bajaraja, Barada Simani Bojis, the Bajim, those the Adam getting the Parang, the body, so drops on the Gardijima. The indoor Jasaja in Corjin is a sharp and names the Basotibachi, Genetic or Milatumba, Jitula, Simkin, the Zona Samotu. Samo den che mandarin ha che ribadon tar de dosa na mola mala sanzolo sanjela sanzolo jela sanzolo gunela sanzolo yonje bajara jabara sama sanzolo jinala sanzolo dan de bala din da ja ke sai de do bar jo je dan long ba je yonje bajara jabara sam do sam yela san se ga de ba de bala din de jin la sa ba sa ba de da yonje bajara jabara sam do sam yela san se ga de ba de bala din de da jang ko da je ba ba che de ba za ma ne ba so tam je se do bar jo je me bar jo je jo bar jo je ra de jo bar jo je kang de je do ba jang ba me ba je me ba je ba ma Uma me ba do me ba de me de me do ba je de ba zo ba san je na na je dang ba de la san ze lo zo ba san je do ba la se na Nang se wa ye ba do ju ba dong je ge ni wa jo wan ze de san jin da je wan de je de man de so ge jo wa de se le ne me ben zong zo da de wa den jo ro je Okay, so finish the transmission. And now we go to do once read together English. The praise of Panjaparamita. Beyond words, beyond thought, beyond descriptions, Panjaparamita, unborn, unceasing, the very essence of space. Yet it can be experienced as wisdom of our own Rigpa. Homage to Mother of Buddha of past, present, and future. In the language of the India, Bhagavate Panjaparamita Hridaya. In the language of Tibet, Chomdin Dema Shirabja Parada Simba Nimbo. In the English language, the Blessed Mother, the heart of the transcendent perfection of wisdom. In a single segment, homage to the Bhagavate Panjaparamita. Thus have I heard. At one time, the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagir at Vauchor Peak mountain, together with a great community of monks and a great community of Bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One entered on absorption on categories of phenomena called perception of the profound. At the same time, Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, beheld the practice of the profound perfection wisdom, and saw that the five aggregates are empty of nature. Then through the Buddha's power, Venerable Sariputta said to Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, who should a child of a noble family who wish to practice the profound perfection of wisdom train. This is what he said, and the Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, replied to Venerable Sariputta as follows. O Sariputta, a son of a noble family, or daughter of a noble family who wishes to practice the perfection wisdom should regard things in this way. They should see the five aggregates to be empty of nature. Form is empty, emptiness is a form. Form is not other than the form. Form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, cessation, recognition, conditioning, factors, and consciousness are emptiness. Therefore, Shariputra, all dharmas are emptiness. They are without characteristic. They are unrising and unceasing. They are not tamed and not untamed. They are not deficient and not complete. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no cessation, no recognition, no conditioning factors, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no odor, no taste, no texture, and no material objects. There is no I element up to no mind element, and as far as no mental consciousness element, there is no ignorance, no extension of ignorance up to no old age and no death, no extension of old age and the death, no suffering, no organ, no cessation, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, and no new attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, since Bodhisattva have no attainment, they rely on and abide by the perfection wisdom. Since their minds are unobstructed, they have no fear. They completely transcend error and reach the ultimate nirvana. All the Buddhas throughout the three times, fully awakened to unsurpassed true complete enlightenment by means of the perfection wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great insight, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra that equal the unequal, the mantra that pacifies all sufferings, is not false and should be understood as true. The mantra of the perfection wisdom is proclaimed as follows. Tiyata, Om Gate Gate, Parangate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva. Shariputra, a Bodhisattva and a great being, should train in this profound perfection wisdom in this way. The upping, the blessed one, arose from the absorption, and commented Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, excellent, excellent, O son of a noble family. That is how it is. That is just how it is. One should practice the profound perfection wisdom just as you have taught. And then even the Tathagata will rejoice. When the blessed one had said this, Venerable Shariputra and the noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, together with the whole assembly and the world of gods, human beings, Asuras and the Gandharvas rejoice and praise the speech of the Blessed One. Thus conclude the Mahayana Sutra of the Blessed Mother, the heart of the transcending perfection wisdom. Tiyata, Om Gate Gate, Parangate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva, Tiyata, Om Gate Gate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva, Tiyata, Om Gate Gate, Parangate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva, Tiyata, Om Gate Gate, Parangate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva, Tiyata, Om Gate Gate, Parasangate, Bodhisattva. So we chant the mantra in there. Now I go to share the teaching, Sutra, and go to page 28. No, is the voice okay? In the Zoom, okay? Zoom Sangha is okay, right? Can clear? You can hear clear?
Your voice is very good, Kimpo.
Okay. So I want to hear that. Thank you. So now we go to here. Chomdin Dema Shirabja Parada Simba Nyingbo is the Sutra of Heart of Transcendent Wisdom. from the words of the Buddha. So this teachings come from the Buddha or somewhere else. When we read it all together, once already, these teachings come from Buddha or somewhere else. Huh? From the Buddha? I think Chinrezig, right? Chinrezig in the Shariputra. Then why is it we call from the words of the Buddha? Buddha didn't talk. Buddha stay in the samadhi, meditate in the natural state. Buddha not talk about any one words. Then why is it called from the words of the Buddha? So they have a different kind of teachings. Some is like directly comes from Buddha, spoken the teaching. Some teachings is Buddha be in the heart sutra he stay in the nature, absolute truth state, no in the delusion state. So then Chinrezig he understand because Buddha blessing to Chinrezig. And Chinrezig blessing to Shariputra, and then their discussion is all what Buddha experience naturally they're discussing. So Chinrezig is a kind of spoken person, right? And sometimes like president didn't talk, but is someone spoken person talk about that, right? So what are his ideas? Spoken person talk. And the same, this one has Sutra. Buddha, he really didn't talk, but his experience, Chinrezig and Shariputra talking. So that means like this teaching is called blessing teaching. It's Buddha Shakyamuni blessing to the Chinrezig and the Shariputra, then the discussion. It's actually truly its teachings come from Buddha. Do you understand, right? So that's why it's called from the words of the Buddha. And then beyond words. So Buddha cannot really talk because his experience is beyond the words. No words to explain. Words, whatever we talk is delusion and conceptual. So his experience is non-conceptual, non-draw state. Non-draw is correct, non-duality or non-draw. So talk then is already conceptual. That's why it's his true experience. He cannot talk. He experience talk by others. So that's why beyond the words, beyond the thought. And thought is, like delusion, because conceptual, dualistic. And beyond means no conceptual, no dualistic. So true Dharma is beyond this. It must be thought. The beyond the description means like so we cannot like explain about true reality. If you explain, then no one can get. If someone never eat candy, so you explain, they never get. No idea, no understand. If you meditate, you get something, your own experience, you talk to someone, they don't understand what you're talking about because they don't have any idea, experience. So we share our feelings with others, right? But others, they don't really get. Okay? Even like worldly conceptual, in the relative level, yours have your feeling, maybe really sorrow, sadness feeling, or joy feeling, something. You share others, they don't get. They just give you reaction, some, auto level, but they really don't get inside. Do you understand? Yeah? But we always like to talk our feeling. And anyway, whatever you talk, others don't get. Okay, so that's the reason in Buddha's experience and this true, absolute true or on the nature and non-duality, the experience no one can get if it talks, cannot put in the words. So that's it's called Panchaparimita. Okay, and then unborn, unceasing. So in that true, absolute true, the natural state, no birth, no death. It's free from that. So that's why we call, long as we reach enlightenment, free from death. So not talking about like relatively or like conceptually, dying, right? Even like Buddha Shakyamuni also like he passed nirvana, he's showing for his death, but the this the not talking about the body is not going to dissolve. But true nature mind is never die, never have a birth, no old age, no sickness. It's beyond in that. So the sun, no never effect cloud never affected to the sun, right? And in sun itself, no sunrise, no sunset. This is only our perception. So that's why right now we're in the zone. Some is in Asia, some is like in the US. So right now they are nighttime, we are morning. Okay. So right now we cannot see the sun because closed. Some places they can see the sun. But all this going on different experience for us. But sun itself, they don't have that, how to say, the different like, night and the day and the clouds. It's already beyond in that. So that's the reason here say unborn, unceasing. The every essence of space means like sun is always there. Like in the right now in Asia is night times, sun is not exist there. We have here we have sun but clouds we don't see. We have only light. And some place sun shining, but sun itself is same, no difference. So that's why unceasing, the very essence of space means like our true nature is always the same, never changing. Like when you really extremely suffering, sad, your nature is just not changing. And same, if you have joy, extremely joy, nature is the same, never change. So you get sick, nature is the same, never change. When we dissolve this body, nature is not change, always the same. Sometimes we take birth maybe animal realm, nature is still the same, no change. So that's the main point is unborn, unceasing, the very essence of space. Yet it can be experienced as the wisdom of our own Rigpa. So this yet it can be experienced means like we can be experienced that, and through the meditation practice, you can get your own experience. So whatever you get your own experience, you cannot explain to others because no words to explain. So that is the same as like someone mute person eat the candy, Mute person eat the candy, the taste extremely special here, but they cannot explain. Same, and someone have this, nature, true nature experience, and then they cannot explain to others because there are no words to explain. So even no words to explain, someone cannot really show you that, but you can get through your meditation, you can get your own experience, and then you understand what it is. That's the homage to the mother of Buddha. So the homage to the mother of the Buddha of past, present, and future. And then who has they realized, that is called Buddha. So past Buddha or realize own nature, Rigpa. Present Buddha means also they have to realize own nature, Rigpa. Future Buddha also they have to recognize their own nature, Rigpa. So Buddha means like who knows their own nature and fully realize that is Buddha. So then we homage to Buddha Shakyamuni or the 3 times Buddha. So this one is not homage to Buddha, sorry, homage to the Panchaparamita, so means like this teaching practice. We homage to the teaching because it's the source of the Buddhas. So all the Buddhas must have to realize in this. Then that's why this, who realize this, and that's called Buddha, and then that's the reason this teaching is the source of the Buddhas. So that's why called mother. Mother delivering many babies, right? And we take birth from our mothers. So that's what we call mother. And the Buddhas, where they come from, where they born from, they realize Heart Sutra. And then they become Buddha. So Heart Sutra create many Buddhas. Okay, making Buddhas. Buddha making many Bodhisattvas. And ordinary people is become, Buddha making Bodhisattva, Heart Sutra making Bodhisattva is Buddhas. So that's also another way you can understand. Then Heart Sutra here says, okay, Jagarket means like in the language of India. So this is the, right now I'm sharing the text is Tibetan. So this one Tibetan translator, he translates into Tibetan language. So there, in all the Tibetan texts, must have to have this in the language of India first, because this text is come from India, the respect, and also the when Buddha shared the teaching, which language he used. So he used language is Sanskrit, and this is why Bhagavate Panchaparamita Hadya is a Sanskrit to saying like, is Heart Sutra. So the reason is we also recognize Buddha when share the teaching, which language he used. And also we can create our karmic imprint, that language. So one day you enlightened, you can share teaching through this language. So that's why now you create a connection with that language, karmic imprint. And that's the reason also this India languages live there. So you can see so many books here. There's 100 volumes. All this text, the beginning has exactly same this. And when you're starting this text read, there's in the language of India, then whatever the text, the name. Then second is in the language of Tibet. So then translation to the Tibetan language. So the translation to Tibetan language, they didn't translate like words by words. The translate is meaning, essence. Because this in Tibetan, the translators not just like know the language, the translators. There are practitioners and scholar, practitioner together. So that's why they know like how to bring to the true meaning in the, Tibetan language. And this time, the comparing, like Sanskrit and the Tibetan, the many this teaching is more performed in Sanskrit than Tibetan language, because they hold the more meaning. And like, say example, Buddha, Buddha is Sanskrit. I mean, Sanskrit, right? Buddha means Sanskrit, Buddha. So its Tibetan language is Sangye, means Sang means like all the purify obstacles. Je means fully wrapping all the qualities, love, compassion, bodhicitta, and enlightening qualities, fully wrapping. Je. So that's like the whole meaning of his realization, the name also. So that's why not I think every word is Tibetan is better than Sanskrit, but some, right now that who know the Sanskrit and the Tibetan, they're comparing, they say like Tibetan has more profound meaning than some sections of Sanskrit than Tibetan language. So because they all focus for this, whole life, practicing and translating their, whole life dedicated for the translating into practice Dharma. These Tibetan translators at that time. So this time, translators learn the Tibetan language and they use the Google and ask the Google and more translating, right? It's so many mistakes too. So also in English language, they don't have enough many words to explain. Tibetan is like just many like generations. Always focus for the Dharma. So that's why all the time, like writing the book and creating text and comparing is like whole life dedicating for that many generations. So that's why it's Tibetan. The teaching has the words. I mean, the language has more the meaning of the Dharma like King kept. So no Tibetan language. Jomdin Dema, Shirapje Parada Simpe Nimbo. So then that translation to English, in the English language, the Blessed Mother is the Heart Sutra, is Blessed Mother. The heart of the transcending. So transcending is like, we are right now in the samsara, right? Samsara, we have a birth, old age, sickness and death. We have all these impure perceptions. So the transcending means like beyond it, go beyond it, that. So right now we have this worldly experience, but when you realize this Heart Sutra, then you go beyond in that. The main point is, right now what we have, our own experience is very temporary. We cannot say this is 100% truth. Okay, so this only like our own experience right now, our perception. This is a very temporary perception for us. So now you see, this is the temple. Temple is for us. Okay, our perception, right? But fish comes. This is a temple for them? No, right? They cannot see this is a temple. That means this temple is not truly exist. And the dog comes, maybe they don't see this as a temple because they have their different perceptions. And they see this all different beings has different perceptions. So then which is right, which is wrong? So then we always like disagree each other, right? Then we always say my is right, yours is wrong. So that's the our ordinary people's how to say that we always kept that, and that's our view. But to go beyond means we have to go beyond that. Actually, whatever right now we're seeing is not truth. If this is true, Buddha already mentioned he didn't have to share the teaching. Because you see the truth, then why he have to talk? Why Buddha have to talk? Because we don't see the truth. We see only fake. Fake things. Like it's always fake. Same is one sickness. What is called the sickness is they see everything is a yellow color like this. Why all see the yellow color? If there comes in this temple, they see this yellow temple. They don't see this white temple. So if you argue that person, you're not going to win. Okay? Because their perception, they see clearly is yellow. You see clearly white, which is right. Actually, okay, like majority seeing white, okay, like temporarily we are seeing is correct. But someone seeing yellow color, so you cannot argue with them because they have their own experience. They're seeing clearly it's yellow. Do you understand, right? Okay, so that's why, so go beyond means we have to go beyond the both. Who see the white also actually incorrect. Who see the yellow also incorrect. Okay, both are incorrect. And relatively, we say who see the white is right, and who see yellow is fake, no right, relatively. But go absolutely, both are wrong. Okay, in the dreaming, we go to one house. Like example, we have 100 people going into the one temple. Is 90 people see the white color, 10 people see yellow color in the dream. So of course, like 90 people is more majority, right? More percentage. They say white is then that everyone thought right. White is right, yellow is wrong, because more majority agreed. So when you wake up, both are not right. It's temple is not there. Then why we debating white and yellow there? Both are cannot there exist. Do you understand? Yeah. So same. Right now we're seeing, oh, this is like it's delusion, but we don't accept that because in the dream, I just share example like why 90 people see the white, 10 people see yellow. They're arguing, then that no one wake up. So someone say no, you both are wrong. Then this 100 people against you, okay? So no, they're fighting like 10 people and 90 people each other. But you say you both are wrong, then 100 people are against you. So that's why it's true. It's hard to share because not our, idea. Have no idea to understand. So go beyond that. That is the transcending perfection wisdom.
Kempo, I'm so sorry to interrupt. There's some clicking sound that we're having on the mic, so it's a little bit difficult to hear. Sorry. It must be something on your keyboard of your computer there.
Okay. So it's another is like behind we have many these lamps, they're making noises. I think that's noises.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought maybe it might be your mala.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, just let her a little bit. It's okay. Some people sleeping, have to wake up. My voice cannot wake up, so mala helps wake up, baby. Thank you. Okay, so then we go to the next one. Homage to the Bhagavate, heart of transcendent perfection wisdom as a perfection wisdom. So that's going to explain here, and the perfection wisdom meaning is, yeah, single summit is that's the one section in this Heart Sutra is one section. So many different sections in the we have like 100 volumes, right? And the Heart Sutra is very short teaching, and to come from that one volumes, like one section. That's why it's this thing, single summit. Then thus have I heard. So this the words is come from the Ananda. It's like we call Tibetan called Kingawo. It's one of the Buddha's disciple. So he said these words. Thus have I heard. And in this time, like we go to Rajigar. Here says, see, at the one time, the blessed one was dwelling in Rajigar at Wochorpek mountain together with a great community of. So this is the followed by the story where this teaching is come from. The Buddha Shakyamuni, and he was in the Wochorpek mountain. They have many this together with a great community, means like many sanghas, like his disciples in there. So in that place, Buddha Shakyamuni shared this teaching. So when he shared the teaching, this no right wrong, no writing, okay? So Ananda, he memorized whole thing, what happened in there. So he has very high realized. Some levels you reach realization, they have memorize everything, no forget. They get some power of unforget. So then after I think 12 years, River Kemula, 12 years, River 10, Locho Jiller, Junior Jiller Cup the Tambude. First, Locho Junior, I think 12 years after, yeah. So the Buddha passed Nirvana up the 12 years after, they all gathering together. So then they make sure, the teaching is there, because at that time no writing down. So that's why they request to another, ask him to chant. He read, he go into meditate, and he chants. So then there has also many other who reach to higher level, unforgettable. They can receive, and then they can keep that teaching. So that's that time. So thus I heard means I heard this from Buddha, and then he chant this whole thing. So they have stories, it's a very beautiful stories. Buddha passed nirvana, and this Ananda is Buddha's very close attendant, because the reason is he has this power to keep all the teachings, memorize. And then when Buddha shared the teaching, or he can memorize everything. Then Buddha passed nirvana, and many disciples, his student has memorized, unforgettable memorized all this teaching. So then they make sure, keep all same together. So that's why 10 Buddha passed nirvana, I think 12 years after. So in this Rajigir, the area has one cave. In the cave, they're gathering all these arhats. That time is all these monks, Buddha followers, gathering together. There is high realizers gathering together. So they talk about 100 ngabjaro kasero jaro gelong gending drachomba ngabjaro. I think 500 arhats means reach the high level realization gathering together. And the Rajigir king, his sponsor, and all this gathering together and ask them to request to, this teaching is make sure, the did a kind of a, discussion or together, bring one together. So then this Ananda, he not reach to our hearts, but he has a power of unforgettable memorize. And one of the Buddha's lineage holder, when Buddha passed nirvana, then he passed to his lineage, another monk. His name is Wusong Chenpo, Nyingti Wusong Chenpo, and he is the lineage holder. So he has reached to the arhats, and he knows this teaching Ananda has, but he asked him to do, but must be Ananda reach to arhats, but Ananda does not reach arhats level. So that's why Wusong Chenpo is the Buddha's lineage holder. He give punish to the Ananda. He fired him first. He said, you cannot stay here, and you get punished. So Ananda get, why I get punished? So the Nyingti Wusong Chenpo, Buddha's lineage holder, he told him, you did many mistakes, and that's why you fired. So he says, when Buddha told you, he said, Buddha told you, he said, I'm going to pass nirvana after 3 months. So that time, you didn't hear that. And you get panic, right? Panic. So panic is called, he gets very something shock himself, he forget everything. And you get panicked, and then you didn't request Buddha to stay longer. And you get that punish. And the second punish is when Buddha took the poison mushroom. So Buddha told him, I need water to drink. So Buddha gave the begging bowl to him. And he he ran where he looking to the water, he cannot find the water. So he see the dirty water, he put begging bowl inside the dirty water and bring to that water to offering Buddha. So he told you offer like dirty water to Buddha. That time you have to, the begging bowl, just leave is put facing to the in the sky, or the ducking is falling to the nectar. So pure water. So you didn't do that. You went to the dirty water, and that's also you did a mistake. Third mistake is so he think is Buddha's robe needed to clean, and he went to the wash. So then the ahats, he told him, you don't have to wash. Buddha's robe, just put it in the space. It's naturally clean itself. You don't have to use him to wash. So this all you did mistakes. And that's why you get a fire. So then another get a fire, he cannot stay with the Sangha. And he extremely upset, suffering. Then he went to another area, he practiced. He practiced, focus very strong, and he reached to Ahat. Not take too long. So then he recognized, because why he get fire him, reason is, he making him become reach to Ahat's, realization. So then he come back, they invited him, come back and ask him to do this, teaching to Chan. Okay, so that's his story. Do you understand or no? You okay? Too long? Okay. So then this Rajigar Vachorpek mountain, so they're gathering together. And this Vachorpek, I was there this year. We chant Sutra in that Vachorpek. Many people pilgrimage go in that Vachorpek every single year. They practice Sutra in the top of the mountain. So in there, here it says, together with a great community of, means many monks that come there. So monks and nuns, all the Buddha followers there that time. But the history says that don't get everyone this teaching, even the person is there. Because this is a discussion by truth, totally different way share the teaching. Not sharing teaching like what I'm doing here, right, with you. So even all there, but who has, I think, some levels realize they can hear this teaching, but ordinary people, no idea what's going on there. Do you understand? Because you see, Buddha is in the samadhi meditation state. And then Chinreze, he can, receive or like idea, like understand that what his experience. And then Shariputra here also has Buddha's blessing. That's, he asks questions to Chinreze, then they discuss them together, right? And this teaching is the very high level, deeper one. So the ordinary that monks that time who was there, they don't hear this teaching. So, and there also in this teaching, Buddha Shakyamuni is Dharma Kaya. Then Chinreze is Sambhona Kaya. Shariputra is Nirmana Kaya. So the reason is Buddha is in the nature samadhi meditation. And the true nature, that's called Dharma Kaya. Okay? Then Chinreze, ordinary people don't see him. Chinreze is a Sambhona Kaya. Sambhona Kaya only receive teaching from Dharma Kaya. So Shariputra, he has realized he can connect with Chinreze. So he can ask Chinreze. And ordinary people don't see Chinreze. That's why other monks don't, regular monks, they have no idea, I think. Do you understand? Okay, so then Shariputra is Nirmana Kaya because he has realized he has connect with the Chinreze, the Sambhona Kaya. And the Chinreze sharing to him. Chinreze, Sambhona Kaya, he's sharing from Dharmakaya, Buddha's experience. So That's the teaching is come from Rajige Wachope Mountain together with the great community of monks and the great community of Bodhisattvas. So now we all can share this teaching because Ananda, and then he put in the, sharing to the group what he heard from them, The Buddha, Chinrezig, Shariputra, these three of them experience. So Ananda knows he's sharing for them. For them, then after, comes like words to put, like, see, so we can hear this teaching. Monks and the great community of Bodhisattvas. So monks and the great community of Bodhisattvas. The Bodhisattva is the high realizers. Their king has connect to the Chinrezig. The reason is, the who has compassion. That person is called Bodhisattva. So who has a compassion, then you can have a connect to the Sambhogakaya. Chinrezig is a Sambhogakaya. So ordinary person means like ordinary monks, ordinary people means no compassion enough. The only compassion is like, we have compassion, but still like our compassion is limited. And also our compassion is like based on attachment too. Okay? And not unlimited compassion we have. So without the compassion, this, idea is like you cannot connect with the Sambhogakaya. And in this teaching, another level discussion in the Vachope, but another level, everything is within ourselves. Okay, ordinary perception is like come from the lower chakra. So our body has a different level chakras, right? And the lower chakra experience is samsara, ordinary perceptions. So then this teaching is come from this heart center chakras. So we have only in the lower chakras. So that's why we don't get what going on in the heart center chakras. So then who has a compassion, they can connect with the Sambhogakaya means if you have a compassion, you can connect to your upper chakras. Then you have ability to see your own Yadam deity actually. The Sambhogakaya is within our we have this teaching outer level and inner level, okay? Also secret level. This teaching is followed by 3 different levels. That's why it's really hard to fully understanding this teaching. Outer level, okay, Buddha Shakyamuni with monks together in the Vachope mountain. And then Chinrezig is there, okay, Shariputra is there, Ananda, he listening this teaching. Whatever he heard this, after he share again. So that's the outer level, right? Teaching. But inner level, okay, the ordinary people means like the lower chakra perception is called ordinary people. And who has compassion, they can access to the upper chakras, in the heart center chakras. Then you have a different experience. This Chinrezig, Sambhogakaya is in the higher chakras. And in that experience, someone has experienced lower chakra, they don't know anything, upper chakra experience anything. So then, Chinrez, this Shariputra, he is actually Bodhisattva. So he has access to upper chakras. And he meditates, and through, he has compassion, he go to upper chakra, and then he feels that like Chinrezig is in there. And then Buddha Shakyamuni, he didn't talking about anything, he just meditated, right? Chinrezig is into that experience, Buddha's experience. So then, Chinrezig, Shariputra don't recognize what going on Buddha's experience, but he can ask Chinrezig, you get something, can you share me, So that's kind of, then Chinrezig sharing. So this all is done by in the upper chakras. Do you understand? So that's why in the why they don't hear this ordinary people, because their perception is in the lower chakra. And this guys, okay, we just say regular words, is on the upper chakras experience and totally different perceptions. And then this experience is like sharing the teaching, is beyond the words, beyond expression. It's go to in the here these chakras. This is called non-duality chakra. So teaching is sacred. It's non-duality chakra. This Sambhogakaya and the heart center chakra Chinreze recognize Buddha's experience in here. This connect to in here, and then this one sharing to Namanakaya, then comes to slowly like writing down the teaching. Do you understand? So now, we are ordinary perception. We have this lower chakra experience. We don't have this heart center chakra experience. Then with no idea what is Chinreze going on there. And someone has this upper chakra, like heart center chakra opening, there can connect to the here, and the no duality chakra. So that's why in this order teaching, what Buddha sharing is everything is within ourselves. And then that really makes sense. He said, I want to discover truth. He discovered truth is what within ourselves, And the enlightenment also come from within ourselves. Samsara also come from within ourselves, not somewhere else. So that's why which levels right now we are, that's experience we get. Now we chanting this practice, like we try to get connect to the upper chakras. So long as you open to another chakra, you have a measurable experience. You get virtual reality, your own virtual reality. So you go to like different experience. Do you know that, right? Virtual reality. This right now is in this technology, all this teaching is really helpful, very clear, what the experience. Even no true exists, you can touch, you can feel the senses. And last year I was in the Davos. Two Japanese guys come there, they bring some, I think, no, they bring another robot. And the robot can do many things. So same as human beings like can do. And another two guys come from, I think, US somewhere. They bring some more better than virtual reality. So you get in there, you can handshake, and you can feel energies, everything, even in the empty space. So that's exactly what Buddha sharing teaching is emptiness, but you can feel. And so many things Buddha shared the teaching is exactly what this technology can create right now. Many like idea. Actually nothing in there, and I have that in my head something, and then I go in there so I can shake hands with the other people. And I can talk with other people, but actually no one there. Okay, you can use hand like this. You can hear energies, everything, senses. It's actually nothing there. Someone seeing me is I'm crazy. Also, we know like virtual reality gargle. Someone wear that, and then that person's experience, and we see that person's like like we think they are crazy, but they don't see what's going on here, right? They have different perceptions. So the Chinese, the Shariputra and the Buddha has their own virtual gargle. Okay, they're going to different level. That's why they who was there, they don't no idea what's going on there. Only who can use their own virtual gargle, virtual reality, they can go with them. So otherwise they cannot go with them. Do you understand? So that's why I see this virtual reality is amazing experience. So my understand, okay? And then last time I shared with you this, the technology and internet and this battery electricity, so I can go into the zone. So this is like the same experience. And without the compassion, I cannot go to upper chakra. Means without the battery, I cannot go into the zone. Electricity is the same as like love and the compassion. So the love compassion release our self-grasping fixation, antidote is love compassion. And then long as we have love compassion, then my laptop has a battery electricity same, so I have light, then I have ability to can go. But still you cannot go a very high level, but need internet, right? So there are many apps. They have each form has many apps. Same, our this each chakra has many different layers. Same is like you go to different apps. Long as you have internet, you have this electricity battery in your device, you can go in many different apps to explore. So actually, without a battery, you cannot believe all these apps, like you can go explore many things inside there. But we can do that is ourselves. So that's the Buddha sharing here very clearly. So it's amazing actually, this teaching is. Okay, so now we go to here, monks get community of Bodhisattvas. At that time, the blessed one enter on absorption in the category of phenomena called perception of the perfection, profound. So Buddha went into the, absolute true state. And when he come back, of course, like we think is like he has the same our perception idea, but actually Buddha is always into, no duality state. What going on? You okay? Okay. So Buddha is always in the no duality state. That's why last week I shared like we say Buddha is bring to our baby seat. So like we have his stories, like this everything that we create is like our perception. So Buddha was there, he talked to this person like this, we follow the story. But actually the story is like really cannot describe, explain Buddha, explain anything. Only just like ordinary who has this lower chakra, what I tell you, ordinary perception, their experience. Someone has like never level chakra, okay, little bit better chakra. If someone opening that chakra, then they have different perception Buddha. Then they tell you totally different. Someone has like upper chakra, heart center chakra open, okay, that person tell you Buddha Shakyamuni is totally different than others. Do you understand? So that's why Buddha said all the history like what we have is done by the our in the lower chakra experience. That's why they cannot really explain that much. That's why Buddha already shared very clearly. Who see my body, they don't see me. Who really can see Buddha and who can open heart chakra or crown chakras, then they really see the Buddha. Otherwise, they just see the Buddha means like just only ultra form body. If you see the laptop is without a battery, without any internet, you see the laptop, you don't really see inside what the has, right? You don't see, just only you see ultra form body. That's what we have to understand. Here is see Buddha's went to the no-duality state, called perception of the profound means. At that same time, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and the great being, behold the practice of the profound perfection wisdom. Okay. So then, at the same time, then Buddha has own virtual reality. Chinese also went into virtual reality, same together. So then Chinese he can recognize Buddha's experience. But this are also like the virtual reality, this technology cannot really explain. Because Buddha is in the nature, no duality, the technology never can get in that level. Okay? And then Chinese meditate, he can receive like Buddha's experience, but technology never can do that. Do you understand? And at some levels we can, the technology show the examples, but it's like never get that level, even 1% actually, 2. So no Chinese he understand what going on the Buddha's experience. The same time the noble Avalokiteshvara is the compassion Buddha auto level, embodiment of all the Buddha's compassion, the Bodhisattva, and the great being. So behold the practice of the perfection of wisdom. He also into that the same is Buddha's experience. So and so that the five aggregates are empty of nature. Then when you into that space, okay, then all the phenomena, everything is emptiness. Nothing is truly inherently exist there. So Chinese seeing his five aggregates are empty of nature. Five aggregates is coming. Here is I think it's wrongly explained. You know, we have five aggregates, we have five elements. All this is emptiness. Then through the Buddha's power, so Buddha, okay, Chinese can receive that Buddha's experience. Then Buddha wanted to share actually us, okay, this experience like comes like, and someone need to connect to the Chinese. If someone not connect to Chinese also experience, then he can receive from the Buddha, but he cannot share for anyone. So Buddha blessing to the Shariputra. Okay. See, Venerable Shariputra said to Noble Avalokiteshvara, then Shariputra, he received the Buddha's blessing. He sees something Avalokiteshvara going on there, you know, like something experience he has. So he asked question. Could it be Shariputra didn't have that exactly what Avalokiteshvara experienced? Of course, I think no, right? Because he recognized something going on there. His ability, like, you know, but then he has courage to ask because Buddha make him to ask question. So he don't have a choice. Shariputra, he just, you know, like you click, right? It's then ups open, right? Same, you know, you Buddha Shakyamuni blessing means click to the Shariputra. And the Shariputra naturally ask question to Chinese. So then Venerable Shariputra said to Noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva and great being. So he said, you are Bodhisattva, great being. Okay, you are, you know, Bodhisattva. You are not ordinary, right? Ordinary person. You are great being. Who should a child of noble family? So this, you know, Shariputra asked question is not his realization ask questions, idea. Buddha's blessing, he don't have a choice. All these questions naturally rising from him. So then he asked this question, okay? Who should a child of noble family who wish to practice the perform perfection of wisdom train? So then, okay, who should a child of a noble family means like who really wanted to reach into that level, who wanted to, you know, we reach to this, the Buddha's experience, right? Absolute truth, who want to receive the experience. So that's a noble family means like you are belong to that family. Today, like who wanted to come in the teaching, come into the zone, and you come from like, you know, where you stay, your home to coming. So that who wanted to come and receive this, wanted Sutra, that's called noble family. Who wanted it, how we can receive this. So that's the Shariputra asked the question. Family who wish to practice the perform perfection wisdom train. We want to also get trained. How do we get that? You know, you going on something, right? You have some experience. how you can get at that level? Please help me, share me. So that's Shariputra asked Chinrezig. Then this is what he said. So that's the Shariputra said to Chinrezig. Now is you go to the watcher peg, they have a cape, also they call Shariputra cape. Buddha Shakyamuni, he stay, many times, I think especially winter time, raining season he go to Sharavasti, and the summer, so he do summer retreat there. And many, I think winters, like some seasons he go to in the watcher peg, Buddha Shakyamuni. So the watcher peg is belong to the Rajigir king, and that time, first king who received teaching from Buddha, and he offered the garden to, like one garden he offered to Buddha stay there, or the Buddha's monks and the king stay there. He can like become create his sangha. So then also the king is went to the prisoner, and due to his son, his son put the father is in prison, and the father has a very strong devotion to Buddha, and the prison window can see the watcher peg, and so the story is like father wanted to see the Buddha, and then he can see through the window of Buddha, and the Buddha go to watcher peg, and then Buddha, he can see through his window. That's why Buddha stayed during that time. I think many years, something, in the watcher peg. So his story says like Buddha in the watcher peg, and the one area the king can see through his prison, window, prisoner, the window, and then Buddha go up and down, and go up and down because for him, and he see him Buddha, then he forget all his suffering and he practice, and the king is achieved the realize in the prison. So that's also a lot of stories like due to his karma, because his son going to put him in the jail. So that Buddha recognized, he didn't say anything. Buddha never evolved about any situations. Buddha recognized what going on him, but he didn't evolve that situation. He just let be what happened, but try to king is become realizer. So king, he get in the prison, he meditate, practice, he realized nature, and he say he's in the prison, he no suffering. So only he has wanted to see Buddha, and then Buddha is a watcher peg mountain, and sometimes he go up and down and like show for the king, because the king can see that. So that's watcher peg is another reason, very famous mountain in the when Buddha Shakyamuni stayed there many times, share these teachings. Okay, so we don't go to the story, otherwise like really long story there, or the story what happening. Then also go back to the previous life karmas. Okay, so that's always like relative level, our perceptions. But here is not talking about that. And this is like no previous life, no future life, no present life. All is one, oneness. This is what he said, and the noble Avalokiteshvara. The Bodhisattva and the great being replied to Venerable Shariputra as follows. So this then Chinrezig give answer to Shariputra. O Shariputra, a son of a noble family, or daughter of a noble family. So now Chinrezig give to this answer like son of a noble family or daughter of a noble families. And that means like you doesn't matter which gender you are, this teaching you practice, and anyone can realize. So that's the reason noble son of noble family or daughter of noble family who wishes to practice the perform perfection wisdom should regard things in this way. So this way, follow the teaching. Then should see the five aggregates to be empty of nature So five aggregates is seeing the emptiness. So five aggregates is explained here, done one by one, I think here. So five aggregates is like within our body, within ourselves, we have five aggregates. And that means we are emptiness. Is this more, explain the logically, intellectually, then go to like Buddhist philosophy, the Mayamika teaching. Here is like kind of sharing is like the result, goal, result sharing. This one we can approve through the logic, investigation. So that's why it's called Buddhist teachings. Buddha's teaching is science, So, okay, there should be five aggregates empty of nature. The nature, empty of nature is very important. The reason is when you realize, no, become your emptiness, okay? Even we don't realize, but it's emptiness, still emptiness. So water is ice, even ice, but it's still water. Do you understand? Not something different than water. Ice is still water. Even we don't have right now realize, but still we are emptiness. So Sutra not making you create your emptiness, okay? We are actually emptiness. I'm beginningless time until now. It's emptiness. So that's the reason it's called to be empty of nature. That's the reason also the Buddha's teaching is true and reality. No create. It's discovered what truth. It's there, it's discovered. Form is empty. So our body is empty. The empty is not same as like this my cup, okay? But my cup is not really empty. I have coffee here. I have to drink this coffee, then I can explain you. Okay, now it's really empty cup, okay? So this is an empty cup. This is our perception. This is no nature empty. This is empty, it's like our delusion empty, right? And we just can be filled of a cup and then say empty. So in this two is totally different meaning. Okay? Don't think about empty means like cup is empty like this, okay? This empty means this cup is not truly inherently exist. Not talking about no coffee or no tea inside. So form is empty. The form body is empty. Emptiness is form. See, that's very clear. The emptiness is a form, form is emptiness. We can see the people in the TV, right? That people is empty. But emptiness is you see clearly. You seeing clearly, but same time you can hear songs. The hearing song is emptiness. So see, that's also technology. See, right now we have so many people in the zone. I can see here's 300 to 39. How can they fit in the mic, this small device? Tell me. The people are really big. This device is very small comparing the individual people, right? So everybody is here. You can hear me clearly, right? Do you hear? Yes, yes, that's a yes. Okay. And you can see me clearly, right? See? But it's emptiness. That's why we have this ability. If I'm truly inherently permanent, not emptiness, I cannot go to the device. They cannot see me there. So no, we're seeing this all form is empty, but empty is we can see. Seeing is emptiness because it's not there. How can be the 400 people in this computer? Because they are emptiness. But I can see that they are there, they can hear. I can see them, so they are there. So that is the seeing is empty, is I can see clearly. And that's the same, like you uh, meditate, use all this our intellectually investigating, you investigate yourself. Where is you? Eyes, like I said, like where is I? Where is the form? Where is called the form? Is you can like all the part of particle, like you really investigate, you cannot see like any located form body. Because it's always part of particles. It's called compound of phenomena, and you not really see form. Is where is the form? This is a hand, not a form. Okay, right? And then this is an arm. This is a head. So like you take all these particle like or make first like branches. Where is form? Which one you really call the form body? Form. And then you say all this together. All this together is okay. Is then if all these pieces like are chopped and live there, then it's together. But how can you call together? It's called the form body. So it's a delusion become like you investigate. You investigate each one like hand. Where is called the hand is 5 fingers. Okay, then where is which is all 5 fingers? It's a separate. No one. So then where is the form? It's no one is there, then you how can call the form is there. So that's you investigate, you really cannot find. And another level, we have a logic investigate, you cannot see the I and the form body there. Another very simple way, when you meditate, you know all this conceptual is gone, thought is gone, and then you look to your body, so like you really see your form is like empty form, it's delusion form. You really cannot pinpoint anything there. It's all you see feels you're empty. Empty is a form is emptiness. Then you really have your own experience. So that's when you meditate, practice, you get experience. So that's why see here's the form is emptiness. Emptiness is a form. So right now is not talking about this body's emptiness. Everything, all this phenomena form is emptiness. Emptiness is a form is like emptiness is we seeing. If it's not emptiness, example, this cup is if no emptiness, I have to see this cup 24 hours because it's permanent. Then I'm seeing right now, okay, the time is, what time is right now? Okay, 11:37. They always 11:37, cannot go to 11:38 and 40s, cannot change the time. Because it's permanent, you cannot change. Do you understand? So that's the permanent means like, this cup is emptiness because it's I can move, right? I can use drain, and I can broken this cup. It's emptiness. That's why everything is possible. If the cup is permanent, then it's big problem. Not only I get a problem, we all get a problem. All samsaric beings get a problem. Then every beings have to see this cup within 24 hours. Then time is a pause, cannot forward. So that's why it's called emptiness means like seeing all the forms of emptiness. Nothing is truly inherently exist. Good thing is everything is emptiness. That's why we can change. You don't have to see 24 hours this cup. So emptiness is a form. Emptiness is not other than form. See, emptiness is no other than form. Emptiness is no other than form means not talking about like see this kind of empty. The seeing the form is emptiness. Emptiness is no other than form. So we always watch the TV, right? And the seeing form in the TV, the people is empty. Seeing that is empty. Emptiness is seeing. Seeing is emptiness. Same. So emptiness. That's why everything works perfectly. Everything is possible. If something permanent, then everything is problem. So emptiness is not other than form. Form is not other than emptiness. Then form is also not other than emptiness. In the same way, so that is the talking about the form, right? Physical form, body. No is another, in the same way, sensation, recognition, conditioning, factors, and consciousness are emptiness. So this is the five aggregates. The sensation is a feeling, right? Correct? Sensation is a feeling, yeah? The feeling is emptiness. So if your feeling is not emptiness, then big problem. We always have to one feeling. So then that cannot change that feeling, cannot get rid of that feeling. So feeling comes, goes. Why? Because the reason is emptiness. And sometimes we have happiness feeling, sometimes we have sadness feeling. The reason is feeling is emptiness. It's a good thing, emptiness, right? So otherwise, like when you have sorrow, something going on, and that feeling is always 24 hours, cannot change if the feeling is not emptiness. The feeling is emptiness, then the sorrow, sad feeling also change to happiness. Happy, joy feeling also change to sad, suffering. So that's changing is because the reason is emptiness. Cessation, recognition. Recognition is the conscious, right? Correct? See, we always have a changing, this conscious, like understanding or like knowing something is all the time changing because it's emptiness. If not emptiness, always you have one recognition, not going to change. Recognition, and the conditioning, conditioning factors. These I think go together, right? Conditioning factors. It's gathering together, I think, conditioning factors. And the consciousness are emptiness. So this consciousness and recognition is what difference, Auntie Hanbang? You are very good English here. You are English teacher.
The five aggregates, as I understand, first is the form.
Yes.
Second is the feelings.
Yes. Second is feeling, yeah.
And recognition, is it mental functions or
recognition?
Mental recognition is the same as conditioning factors.
mental formation? That's conditioning factors.
Yeah, that's mental formation.
And the last is consciousness.
So mental formations, okay, condition factors.
Sometimes they say discernment, like perception, discernment, recognition.
Perception. That's right, perception.
So recognition is a consciousness, right? Conscious or principal conscious.
It's like discerning forms, like splitting forms apart, like seeing this is the cup. And whereas consciousness is like subject-object.
Yes.
Together.
Yeah, it's principal mind.
Consciousness is the principal mind.
Consciousness. Yeah, consciousness is principal mind. This conditioning factor is like subconsciousness.
Conditioning factors is like samskaras. It's like the processes, the karma processes in the mind. So like when like all the different parts of the mind that come together that perpetuate karma.
Yeah. So this mental formations.
Yeah.
So mental formation is a subconscious or conditional factors. And then recognition is the perception, okay? Okay, perception, yeah, perception. So this is called five aggregates. And when we die, this is follow us. Because part of being has this, They don't have physical form body, but they have a mental form body. And then there's a feeling, right? And then they have this recognition. And then they have condition factors. And then they have a consciousness, all this, or even when we die, this follow always like, that's called the person actually. Person means all these five comes together, it's called person. So if we have this five aggregates is no knowing emptiness. No knowing means not intellectually, Intellectually, right now, maybe we understand, okay, this five aggregates is emptiness. But if we don't get this realization, if we don't get realization, five aggregates is emptiness. So then we kept going samsara, take birth again and again. So that's why another reason this practice Yadam deity, this five aggregates is transforming to five Buddha, Another level practice like the five aggregates is transformed to five Buddha, and the five elements is transformed to five female Buddhas. And so long as we don't have a fixation, grasping ourselves, then we don't need to create one by one emptiness here. So long as you don't have a fixation, grasping this, this strong, this mundane concept, and then all this become transformed to emptiness. And that emptiness is called five Buddhas actually anyway. And that's also five Buddhas coming within ourselves, not somewhere else. And this each this aggregate is associated with like talk about these different Buddhas. That's the Vajrayana teaching. But in this Heart Sutra, they don't go that way. Heart Sutra is cut through. Just say that all is emptiness. That's it, done. So we don't have to like go to, okay, which this aggregate is associated with Buddha, and that is another level, another teaching, right? And Heart Sutra is like go directly, cut through. Don't go that way. So that's why the Buddha said, all these five aggregates is emptiness. It's no mention about the five aggregates is like five Buddhas. It's Heart Sutra, this teaching, of course, long as you have realized this five aggregates is emptiness, then you visualize Yadam deity, so you recognize Yadam deity is arising from within ourselves. This five aggregates is arising the Yadam deity. As Yadam deity is emptiness. Also emptiness is a Yadam deity. So Yadam deity is no other than five aggregates. Five aggregates is no other than Yadam deity actually too. Then here, okay, therefore, Shariputta, all the dharmas are emptiness. All this dharma is like, this dharma is all the phenomena. That's why I told you the translator, is not sometimes followed by the words, not to follow the meaning. And the Tibetan exactly same meaning, Chanaru Chisaya Chu, is Shariput, Patetawe na Chu, like Chu, CHO, right? Chu. This has two meanings, Tibetan words. As one is all the phenomena. Another way is called Dharma. Chu means. So in this is actually, Chu is all the phenomena, is emptiness. Not is Buddha's teaching is emptiness, okay? All the phenomena, everything is emptiness. So we have to say all phenomena are emptiness. Phenomena is everything. Then they are without characteristics. So all these five aggregates, all the phenomena, they are without characteristic. Means like no any, this phenomena has characteristics. the relatively, they have each characteristics because fire is hot, right? And water is like wet, okay, and soft. So then that is a characteristic, which means like human beings' characteristics can hear, can talk, understanding. So that's human beings' characteristics. So we have characteristics, but truly no characteristics. Fire is heat with characteristics, but that is only our perception, right? Fire is not always heat. Fire is some beings. The fire is food for them. Some beings, fire is a house for them. Some beings, fire is poison. Some beings, fire is medicine. So every different being has different perceptions. That means fire is no characteristic, really. True. That means truth. So this temple is a characteristic for us is like we can gathering together and be here and this maintain all these statues, like you have all these things as protection. So something like practice Dharma gathering together, that this is temple is a characteristic. This is for our perception, right? But actually this temple didn't have a characteristic anything. Where is characteristic? You look to everywhere, part of this everywhere is like anything can find a characteristic there. It's emptiness. We are without characteristics. They are means everything, all these phenomena without characteristics. They are unrising and unceasing. So it's nothing is rising means nothing is arising. It's emptiness. Nothing is arising. Nothing is in the unceasing. Nothing is like the point is no birth, no death. They don't have a birth. It's no come from and no going somewhere like unceasing. So the same, like this. When I started teaching, mention about it, we have sun rising, and sun also unceasing, right? Unceasing. Sun rising, sun is ceasing, sun is unceasing. That's correct. We have these three differences, right? Sunrise and then sun is like be always there is a what to call ceasing, right? Sun is shining, sun is ceasing, yes, and then sunset. Sunrise, ceasing, unceasing, or sunset. Three perception we have. We have a birth, we have a living, we have a death. Okay, so that is our perception. But true in the reality, no birth, no old age, living, and no death. No sun rising, no sun is ceasing there and is unceasing. So they are not tainted and not untainted. And then this, in our this ordinary perception, I think we're talking about this relative perception. We have sunrise, sunset, right? And we have a birth, we have a living, we have a death. But this is talking about not talking about I told you the lower chakras perception. This is talking about upper chakra, and the no duality perception. In that state, and then we don't have these three. Everything is a oneness. So they are not tainted and not untainted. So the same, in the no duality states, the first never deluded, then how can be undeluded there, If something deluded, then you say undeluded, right? Nothing is never deluded, then you cannot say undeluded. They are not tainted, not untainted. Like sun is never affected by clouds. Then how you can say no is the sun is not untainted by clothes, because never clothes tainted by sun. Do you understand? So never is this delusion tainted by our nature, never tainted by nature. That's why never we needed to say untainted nature. Nature is always the same. This is perceptions. Our ordinary, the perception we have tainted and untainted. But reality, no tainted, no untainted. We have a day and we have a night, right? But the sun never has day and night, always the same. So we have a go sleep and we have a dreaming, and then we have a dream and we have wake up. But someone never go sleep, they don't have a dreams. Same, that's it's the meaning, the main point. They are not deficient and not complete. So they are not deficient. Means like the absolute true nature is never decline. Do you understand? And then also, and not complete means like we have see the moon. Okay, we say moon is deficient, right? Yeah, moon has deficient, like come smaller, then disappeared, and they come back again. So the moon is, goes up again, full moon day, complete. So that's we have perception, right? Okay, that is the reality in the relative truth. But absolute truth, the moon itself happening that? No, right? Moon itself is always the same. I don't think that decreasing and increasing. They don't have full moon day in the moon itself. They don't have like moon itself is like this, darkest day 1 month. The last day of month. It's last day of month is followed by Tibetan calendar. It's the darkest day month, And then starting first moon is like the first day is like first moon, and then second day you really cannot see second day still. Third day you can see really tiny in the space. That is called third day. Then full moon day is 15th, fully full. So that's our perception. So we have that, our perception. So now you practice, you feel is increasing your quality, enlightening quality, yeah. And we get create no virtuosities. We get fears defied, and obstacles. Fear negativity energy decreasing. So we have that feelings. But in the true nature reality, no increasing, no decreasing, always the same reminder there. That, obstacle never affected into that state. Your negative karma also never affected to that state. So they are not deficient and not complete. Nature is never deficient and not complete. It's talking about absolute truth, okay? Not in the relative truth. Relative truth we have, because we have moon, full moon day, complete, and then tainted or deficient day, moon. Moon itself not that concept. No cessation. Okay, so no cessation. See, it's against actually, of course, like we have a feeling, right? Okay, this is talking about absolute truth, not talking about relative truth. Relative truth, we have feeling. Do you have feeling? Then, okay, you have feeling, then you cannot say no cessation, right? No feeling is like contradict direct there. But that feeling, you really love to that feeling. When you have feeling, where is that feeling? You cannot find. Its feeling is emptiness. It itself is emptiness. That is absolute truth. No feeling there. Then why we have feeling? Because it's our delusion. So no recognition. Then see, no recognition is the also recognition. There also no there. Relatively we have, but if you investigate where is the recognition, you cannot find it. It is emptiness. No conditioning factors. So see, all the mental formations also not there. No consciousness. Consciousness, like we say we have, right? No, go all over the place all the time. All the create these thoughts, right? Create this emotion is mind. But you really look to that, where is consciousness, mind? You cannot find the past mind, you cannot find the future mind, you cannot find the present mind. It is emptiness. No consciousness. And that's why the scientists also say minds don't exist. Because you investigate, you cannot find no consciousness. And then truly consciousness is emptiness. So emptiness is, become form, means like emptiness is a form. Emptiness is like we get delusions from emptiness. No eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, and no body, no mind. So what are we going to say? I have eye. So we go to see the eye doctors, right? We need glasses. We have eye. We have ear. So then see in the zones they cannot hear. Like sometimes like voice is cutting. That means like we have a song. It's ears. This is like see. We have a nose, because smell, nose can smell. We have a tongue, and physically we have a body physically. This we have a mind go all over the place, all the time create thoughts, right? So we have this, but this is not talking about the relative level. And really you investigate, think about where is I? I is not there. And this is eyeball, right? You investigate this, where is I? It's like this also part of particles. And logically, you cannot see any physical form there too. And then this I is seeing these forms because it's emptiness. That's why seeing all these forms. If not emptiness, then you cannot see anything. So right now we're gathering here in this zone because it's emptiness. That's why we can gather in here. Otherwise, we cannot gather in the zone. So why we can see all these forms? Because it's emptiness. And that's why the I is truly not exist. Good thing not exist. I is emptiness. That's a good thing. We can see all these forms. But then actually the I is not really physically what we think is there. No recognition, no condition, see, fatal, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, and no body, no mind. So all these physical things, right now what we think is there, but it's not really there. And in the dreaming, you have eye, you have a nose, right? You have an ear, you have this tongue, you have a body, you have mind, but you can have so much going on in the dreaming. But when you wake up, all is gone. So that's all is we call delusion, right? Not truly is there. And the Buddha Shakyamuni right now in the Chinese experience, these things right now what we have is conceptual delusion states. And they go beyond already that state. So right now somebody say you don't have eyes, then you're not going to accept that. Not possible, right? That's because we have very strong fixation, like this perception is very strong. And then the Buddha and the Chinreza experience, all this phenomena is emptiness. No, it's there. It's all this delusion eye. This is called delusion eye. And this delusion eye is gone, then we have experience. I think is something is like beyond our capacity right now, called wisdom eye. Then, so this our eye is very small, tiny, right? And this eyeball physical thing, and it's limited right now. So we are in the temple, we cannot see anything outside of the temple. So then why we believe this eye is like so permanent truth? Because it's right now we are deluded, right? So you get this no eye experience one day you have, then this all this how to say physical below is limited, is gone. Then it's totally different experience. Now we can have this ears, 10 ears, so we have only this ability, right? What we can hear only, then we believe that. And one day this perception, I mean the fixation is gone, this delusion is gone, you can hear maybe more better than this, something different. So bugs they have their own, like something, their ear, right? They can hear their own ability, their idea. They're going on their perceptions. We're telling the bugs, your ear is too small, too narrow. Whatever you're hearing is not right. They have more bigger sound than that. They're not going to idea. They don't get any idea. They like maybe their ear what here, you know. They're stuck that perception. And the bug, then the bug is become changed to another bigger animal. Then the bigger ear, they can hear better than the different, you know, song or ability. But they also their own perception. So then the animals become changed to human beings. Then the person is like same as like us, like human being, our capacity. We can hear, you know, everything right now what we're hearing is limited. And this ear is also you know, get sick and like, you know, that's why we need air something, air doctors, so like put something like, you know, in the hearings, right? So we need these things. We need, you know, air beads and put in the inside. So something we need these physical things, support. But one day you have realized no air. I think it's amazing become. Okay? So no rely on anything, this object. So one day you realize that. But that is right now we cannot reach the idea, get experience. That's why beyond the words. Do you understand? Because we already have this lower chakra capacity, perception, delusion states, and no idea upper levels. So when this idea right now, here is no tongue, no body, no mind, okay, and all this experience, when you meditate, your mind is be in the non-conceptual, maybe stay in the nature. If moment you go in the nature, not deluded, then all this is different become. You know, experience is different. Sometimes we can have idea, I mean this perception. Not always, I think. No mind, no visible form, no sound, no order, no taste, no texture, and no mental objects. So this experience is, you know, and we share this experience when mind is in the natural state. So right now we have this very strong, this ordinary concepts, very hard to hear, understand, get experience. Then there is no I element up to no mind element. So all this right now, what is talked about in the physical body, what we have, everything's emptiness. In that state, is no exist there. And as far as no matter consciousness elements, wow, its time is gone, right? Sorry about wow, I didn't recognize. So it's so much explained in there. It's that's why it's a really profound this teaching. Okay, so and as far as no mental consciousness element, and they also here see this is there is no ignorance, no extension of ignorance up to no old age and death. There is no ignorance. Like we have ignorance, we relative level we know knowing, because our knowledge is like limited. And one day you have realized the knowledge is unlimited. That's why it's no ignorance. In that state, no ignorance. Here is no ignorance means like no talking about a relative truth. We don't have ignorance. Right now we have a relative and ordinary concept. We have ignorance, but in absolute truth state, ignorance is not there. And sun, the darkness is not there. Night is not there, right? Sun itself, no night is there. Do you believe that, right? So long time ago, maybe people are very hard to believe. Right now we believe, because in the space, the sun is sun never have darkness. So long time ago, people think, okay, sun is like sunset, means like sun is gone. We think sun is gone, and then night. So this same relative perspective. And now we recognize the sun is never sunset, sun is never gone. So Buddha mentioned about in the true reality, in the absolute truth state, and ignorance is not there. No extension of ignorance. Then we cannot say like ignorance is not there. We cannot say ignorance is a extension of ignorance up to no old age and death. So in that state, no old age, no death, is all this concept delusion is not exist there. No extension of old age and death, no suffering, no origin. So the Buddha, his first teaching talk about Four Noble Truths. So Four Noble Truths, he says, okay, we have suffering, we have a origination of suffering, right? Origination of suffering. Then we have a cessation, we have a path. So he's talk about this four. This four is truly in that state, no four of them. Right? Absolute truth state, no four of them. No suffering, suffering is there, not there. No origination of suffering. No cessation means cessation. If we have the origination of suffering, then we need a cessation. But no origination of suffering, then no cessation. There too. No path. So no suffering, then why we have a path? No wisdom, no attainment, because it's always the nature one state is nothing to attain there, and no attainment. So it's very profound. This one is like takes a really long time to explain. No easy. Talk about in this statement, So Buddha is also looks like see first what he said teaching, and then second teaching he destroyed first teaching. Looks like right. I lied all this first one. Because first one is he talking about all the teaching is like the lower chakra perception people. No, he talking about the no duality, highest level perceptions. And that's why these two cannot go together. So he said, I'm lied everything, first one. Actually, there's no lied there in that state. Okay? If without this first teaching, Four Noble Truth, you cannot change this lower chakra. The perception is always arising, lifetimes. The solution is only Four Noble Truth. Four Noble Truth can close door these lower chakras. That's why Four Noble Truth's first statement means like he's sharing to this our ordinary perception. The solution is Four Noble Truth. Then, of course, like you go to the no-duality upper level in that state. This lower, this perception is all delusions. When you already wake up, then then you don't need a solution for your nightmares. Someone going to nightmare, say, I always have bad dreaming. Please, can you give me some suggestion how to get good dreaming, right? Then someone say, okay, do these things, you get good dreaming. You can get rid of your nightmares. But that person is not going to force sleep. They don't have dreams. Then you don't need these solutions. Do you understand? So that's why Buddha said this all the Four Noble Truth is not there. Therefore, Shariputra, since Bodhisattvas have no attainment, they rely on and abide by the perfection of wisdom, since their mind are unobscured, they have no fear, they completely transcend error and reach the ultimate nirvana. All the Buddhas talked the three terms, fully awakened to unsurpassed true complete enlightenment by means of perfection of wisdom. Therefore, the mantra of perfection of wisdom, the mantra of greatest insight, the unsurpassed mantra, and the mantra that equals the unequaled, the mantra that pacifies all suffering, is not false and should be undistorted as true. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed as follows. So that's the bring to the all these teachings bring to the mantra. So we chant the mantra, then create these connections. No duality connections. This is Tiyato Ngate Ngate Parangate Parasamgate Bodhisoha. So chant these mantras is become protection. Our like obstacle also cannot penetrate it. Because again, they cannot detect you. Right? And detect means like you can find something, right? So when we have this coronavirus, we use this test, right? The test can detect means like can find, right? What is there? Do you understand? Yes, that's correct or no? I'm trying to my English correct, The can detect means like you can find something, right? Detect something. So this mantra, like when you're chanting, this other obstacle beings, maras or like the spirits, they cannot detect us, because that's why it's called Sutra for the protection prayers. We are become invisible, so indetectable. We are indetectable. Is correct. Yeah. We are become indetectable because of no form, no eye there, no physical there. And that's the reason. This is the absolute true protections, and that's why they change the years and the chant this sutras, and in Tibetan calendar the 29th of the day, the last day of the month, 29th, not the 30th day, or like the before the last day, right? 29th of this lunar calendar, they have to chant this sutras. Okay, so that's this teaching. So we finish it there today morning, and afternoon we chant and we meditate and get this experience. Okay. Thank you. Come back to 2 p.m. And we go to short dedication. Short dedication in this book, I think we have. And page 137. Dorjen Chang, Telopa, Naropa, Marpa, Malarepa, Dharma, Lord Gambopa, Pamotrupa, Lord Digompa, please bestow upon us most auspicious blessing of all Kaju Lamas. 137, the middle one. By this virtue may I achieve nations, by defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who traverse on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, cross the ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is born may not decline, but even increase higher and higher. I pray the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray Dharma activity separate far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri, the Vero realized the automatic state, and as did Samantha, but I have hollow in the path, and fully dedicated all the merit for all sentient beings. But the bliss of the Buddha who attained the three kayas, but the bliss of the true unchanging Dharma as a side, but the bliss of the indivisible Sangha order made the merit I shall bear fruit. But this virtue collected 3 times by myself and all other beings in samsara and nirvana, and by in a rule of virtue may and all sentient beings quickly attain unsurpassed perfect, complete, and precious enlightenment. May the teaching of great Digompa Ranashiri, who is emanation, Lord of Dharma, Master of interdependence, continue to increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of the samsara. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, everyone. Tashi Delay.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you. Also, other many requests we do tomorrow.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Bless you, Debbie and Amanda. Organizing, beautiful job. Sheshe. Gracias, arigato.
Rinpoche. See you
Ciao.
tomorrow. Rinpoche.
Hasta mañana.
Your mana drives are crazy.
Form is emptiness. Sound is emptiness.
Rinpoche, Rinpoche.
Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you in 2 hours.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 Ciao.